generation of the 360 and the PS3, the HD collections would eventually become us paying more for less in the form of remasters, I wouldn't have supported it like I did. HD collections in and of themselves weren't that bad because at least with a collection, you get a couple of games for a discounted price. Buying all 3 of the Sly Cooper games in the HD collection was a lot easier and a lot more cost effective for me than trying to hunt them down on the PS2. So I can see the appeal in something like that. However, these days when you have a remaster of just one game in a series, I question what the fuck's going on there. I'm getting a weird sense of deja vu. Have I spoken on this before? Yes, I have. I didn't like the original video, so I fucking took it down. So I'm remastering my remasters video. Same production quality. You're pretty much getting the same content. It's got a few extras, but not much different than what the game developers do. Anywho, I want to go through the bad first, and then hopefully leave you guys on a high note with what I think are some of the good remasters. Now keep in mind, again, this is 100% opinion, this is my viewpoint, and obviously it's not going to coincide with everything that you feel. Some of the remasters that you probably think are very good, I think are total dog shit. And I'll explain why. And if you still disagree, that's cool. We're adults. We can agree to disagree. So let's go ahead and talk about this. And if you see me looking over here, that's because there's a lot of them to talk about, and I put a list over here on my computer because there's a lot of them to talk about. Let's start off with something recently that has actually really pissed me the fuck off. I was honestly really excited for Rare Replay given that I have an Xbox One now, but when I heard that they were having some of the stupidest issues I've ever heard of. I think a Blu-ray disc now is what? I think 45 gigs of data? I think. The last time I checked was during the PS3 age, and back then it was 25 gigs of data. But these are big discs. You mean to tell me you can't fit all of these games on that big disc? And even if you can't fit them all on that big disc, you can't put another disc in there? And I've seen so many people, well then that would increase the cost of the game. I'd rather pay $60 and have a game that's going to work 20 years from now, then pay $30 and have a game that when I go to play Perfect Dark, it's like, oh, sorry, the online service is no longer available. You can't download this game, sorry. That's exactly what's going on with Rare Replay. Now, listen very carefully. There is a huge difference between installs and downloads. Okay? I want you guys to comprehend this. Just one second. This game right here, I have to install it. I have to install just about every game to the Xbox One's hard drive. But with this game right here, I can install it and I can play it. I don't have to download anything off the internet. There is a big difference between installing this game and downloading the game for Rare Replay. Some of the larger games are not contained on the disc. Why? And again, I'd rather pay $60 to have everything on disc and not have to download any extra bullshit than to pay $30 and get something that's not going to work in 20 years. And I literally commented this on something, and some fuck retard replied to me. He's like, who the fuck's going to play this game in 20 years? Oh shit, oh my god. It's not like I have a whole bunch of games from the fucking 90s that I still play. That's the problem I have with new fags in this industry. I remember, like, what was it? I made the comparison about, like, loaning Battlefield 4 to somebody, and if in 20 years they borrow Battlefield 4, they can't download the patches because the Xbox Live might be different or whatever. Who's going to play Battlefield 4 in 20 years? Fucking me. I might feel the need to play it again one day. That's why I own it. Fucking hate stupid people. I don't like Rare Replay. I don't like the idea that you're paying for this game that's going to need to download these fucking... an N64 game off of the internet. And I know people are like, but Brett, it's the enhanced edition. I don't give a fuck. Is this enhanced edition of Perfect Dark so massive that they can't put it on the disc? If that's the case, release Perfect Dark Enhanced with Perfect Dark Zero, and I'll buy that as a collection. But I don't like this. All I really want with the Rare Replay collection is Conkers. That's all I want. I plan to get Banjo-Tooie on cartridge, I almost said disc. And if I could ever find Conker's Bad Fur Day, I would buy it because I really want it. Rare Replay, my opinion, bad collection, bad remaster. Another remaster that pissed me off was Devil May Cry 4. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. I'm a big fan of Devil May Cry, the series. I'll eventually play DMC legit, but I'm gonna wait till it's like $5 And didn't they release DMC Definitive Edition? That's fucking pathetic, really, if you ask me. I'm not even gonna talk about that one, because fuck, we know that one's shit. But Devil May Cry 4 teased us all with Virgil. And I remember back with Devil May Cry 3, they teased us all with Virgil. I was like, oh yeah! And I started up the campaign, and Devil May Cry 3 was like, oh, new cutscenes, oh, sweet, swanky! And it's just the same campaign as Dante, but you're playing as Virgil. I personally don't like the thought of paying another $40 to $60 for a game to basically get a new character, okay? New characters used to be fucking unlocks in games, okay? I used to be able to play through a game, then unlock it. Like with, what was it, Symphony of the Night? I could play through Symphony of the Night, then unlock Richter, and go through the whole game as him. I didn't have to pay an additional money for a new edition that had Richter in it, with the same fucking levels and cutscenes. If you want me to be excited about Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition, give Virgil his own fucking levels. I hate myself for what I'm about to say, and you're going to hate me too. But as shitty as Ninja Theory is, they gave Virgil his own fucking levels. Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition is shit. Don't buy it. There's another game that I thought was pretty bad on PS3 and 360 that got a definitive edition. Maybe this is my chance to play it. I didn't give it a fair shot, but that's mostly because I just didn't really like its style. It's kind of like a mixture between BioShock and Thief, and it's just, it doesn't sync well for me, but it's Dishonored. And I don't know why Dishonored needed some sort of a re-release. I remember seeing the Game of the Year edition and laughing my balls off because I was like, how did that get Game of the Year edition with anybody? But, yeah, Dishonored. That's another remaster that exists. You know what another remaster is that exists? That's a single game instead of both games in a collection like I'd like? Darksiders 2. Darksiders 2 is a phenomenal fucking game. It's great. It's great. But there is literally no reason for you to buy Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition or Definitive. I can't even say it. I sound like I got a fucking Mike Tyson lisp. Definitive Edition. There's no reason to purchase it. THQ went under. Nordic Games has the rights to Darksiders, I believe, now. And to be perfectly honest, Nordic Games are not bad. They gave me Painkiller and they gave me Deadfall Adventures, which none of you have ever fucking heard of. But I don't think I trust them to do a proper Darksiders game. I would feel much more comfortable if Darksiders fell into the hands of somebody like Platinum or Team Ninja. They would probably do a good Darksiders game with the hack and slash combat. But why do we have just Darksiders 2? Why can't we put Darksiders 1 in that edition as well and have both games? Forget. It's because in this age and generation, we want to pay more for less. That's pretty much what happens. Prototype just released, and fortunately it's both games, but it's broken. Go watch Jim Sterling play it. You had the Borderlands Handsome Collection. You had the Handsome Collection, which is pretty much just, I think, Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel. Why can't you throw Borderlands 1 in there? Do you know how much of a deal and how much more I would have said good about that game if you had Borderlands 1, 2, and the pre-sequel and the DLC packaged into the collection? I would have put that on the fucking good list because that would have been worth buying. That would be huge, huge value for your dollars. But no, you fucked it up and you left one game and its DLC out because you're a bunch of dumb cunts. I hate Gearbox. And fuck Aliens Colonial Marines too. We had The Last of Us Remastered. I bought The Last of Us on PS3. Phenomenal game. Nothing against the game. And I bought the DLC. Kinda not worth the money. But then you go and you double dip by remastering it. Naughty Dog. Shame on you, Naughty Dog. That is a fucking awful thing to do. Why did The Last of Us need a remaster? The answer is it didn't. It didn't need a fucking remaster, and there's no reason for you to put it on the PS4, okay? But we had people that came from the Xbox 360 to the PS4, and they never played it. Go buy a fucking PS3 and play it. It's literally consistently cheaper to purchase a PlayStation 3 and a copy of The Last of Us than to purchase a PlayStation 4 and a copy of The Last of Us Remastered. Literally, it's cheaper. You can get all of it used if you want to. Is that what you're afraid of? Oh, we're going to miss out on sales. You're Naughty Dog. You're not going to miss out on sales. People love you. Oh, fuck. Naughty Dog. Are y'all really going to do the Uncharted series too? Well, I guess that could be good. Oh, wait. That's right. You're not including any of the multiplayer whatsoever. Now, I know this makes me sound like a hypocrite because I don't care about multiplayer, but there are gamers out there that love multiplayer. And the fact that they're leaving out a huge, sizable chunk of 2 games in the entries is horrible. It's a fucking bad idea. Uncharted Remastered can be good. It can be money for your, it can be bang for your buck. It can be value for your money. But why are you leaving out the multiplayer? Oh, I forgot. You've got, I think, Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta in there. Well, shit, that must have taken up a sizable chunk of the game. Last but not least on my bitch fest before I talk about some good stuff. Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. I hate Dark Souls 2 because it's kind of shit. I mean, it was fun with friends, but it's kind of shit. And Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin looks nothing like the E3 footage that we were shown, and looks like the same shitty game, and I don't care. Plus, there's a difference between challenging and unfair. And throwing a fucking red Drake in Hyde's Tower of Flame is unfucking fair, okay? They switched the monsters around, which I guess would be good for those hardcore, oh yeah, NES Horde junkies, but me, I don't really fucking care. I just like exploring the games. I don't care how difficult they are. If it's too hard for me to play, I stop playing it. Go ahead, call me a scrub. Tell me to get good. But yeah, there's a lot of really bad remasters out there. And I want you to remember that remasters is basically equivalent to HD collections from the old gen. It's the same shit. Okay? Remember that. But let's talk about some of the stuff that I think is good. Okay? Let's go over some good ones. I've recently purchased an Xbox One. Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary and Halo 2 Anniversary. Packaged with Halo 3, Halo 4, and I think for an extra $15 you can get ODST, which... it's alright. It's a little expensive. It's a little... $9, but a little expensive. I think that's a great deal. I think that's a great collection. The games look fucking great. They've improved on a lot of different things from Halo 2. They even enhanced Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary with an instant graphical switch, which is really funny because when you're playing with your buddy, you can just do it back and forth and give your friends seizures. So it's pretty damn good. It's a good example of a remaster. It's a good example of a collection. If they had just done Halo 2 Anniversary, I would have thought it was still pretty good, but the fact that they packaged in all of that extra content and all that extra value is awesome. I just really wish the fucking multiplayer would work. It still doesn't work. You guys are releasing Halo 5, and it still doesn't work. Metro Redux. Have you guys ever played Metro 2033 or Metro Last Light? Well, guess what? Metro Redux is actually value for your buck. Because on the Xbox One and the PS4, you can now play both games with enhanced graphics that make it look almost on par with PC. We all know PC is actually a pretty powerful beast when the fucking elitists aren't bitching at us. But the graphics have been greatly enhanced. Metro 2033 looks fucking amazing, but not only that, all the DLC is packed in, and Metro 2033 even has additions from Metro Last Light, such as the ability to wipe blood and debris and things off your mask. I believe they enhanced Artyom's watch. I don't remember. I think they did. And of course, you've got like new weapon mods. Cause in Metro 2033, I couldn't go, oh, I like this gun, but I'd like a new scope. No, I'd have to give my gun away and get a gun with a scope. Drove me fucking crazy. Now in Metro Redux on 2033, you can customize your weapon like a normal human being instead of giving up your really nice pistol that has like a stock and a fucking silencer and all this shit just because you want a scope on it or something. Instead of doing that, you can just be like, put a scope on my gun, bitch. That's great. Metro Redux is excellent value for your buck, and I can't wait to get my own copy of it. Great game, great remaster. I bet you all thought I was going to leave the Wii U out of this. No, actually, I have a great remaster on the Wii U, and that is DuckTales Remastered. Have you guys ever played DuckTales? Have you played DuckTales Remastered? There are not enough good things I can say about this game. And I know this is going to make some of the Wii U fanboys really happy because I'm saying something nice for once about the Wii U. DuckTales Remastered was a fucking joy to play. I enjoyed playing it either on my TV or on the Wii U gamepad. It was absolutely wonderful. From the music to the graphics to the original voice actors that bring back nostalgia from my childhood. Hell, even jumping into Scrooge McDuck's money vault was fucking fun. The game is awesome. The only thing I could ask for more is if it had extra levels or something, but the fact that they remastered the game in such a way, enhanced boss fights, enhanced story, everything was fucking amazing. It's a great damn game. The only reason I have it on Wii U is because I feel like it belongs there, given that DuckTales was an NES classic. If you have a 360 or PS3 and you haven't played DuckTales Remastered, go play DuckTales Remastered. Gears of War Ultimate. I'm excited about that. Gears of War was a launch game for the Xbox 360. Have you seen it lately? It looks like dog shit. I remember the first time I saw it thinking, oh wow, these graphics are awesome. I look back at it now, I'm like, oh wow, those graphics are bad. That's the thing. In just a small amount of time, something that once looked really superior can look really subpar. And Gears of War hasn't aged well at all. I have this sneaking suspicion that Gears of War Ultimate won't age very well at all either. But Gears of War Ultimate looks like a complete overhaul, much in the way of DuckTales Remastered or Halo 2 Anniversary. They have completely redone the engine. It looks phenomenal. The only thing I could ask for is if they did the Halo thing and let me switch between the graphics to compare, because I love doing that with Halo now. But Gears of War Ultimate looks fucking awesome. I'm excited for it because instead of just going, alright, let's slap this launch game onto the Xbox One, we might enhance the graphics ever so slightly and we're going to increase the frame rate, but we're not doing anything else with it at all. No, fuck that shit. They've done new animations, they've got new graphics engine, they have enhanced audio, they have an enhanced story, they have new missions never before seen on the Xbox console. I'm pretty sure it was on PC when it launched. There's a ton of new shit to enjoy, and I can't fucking wait. Last but not least, we have Resident Evil Remake, which was remastered. Resident Evil Remake was an original GameCube game, and Resident Evil 0 is coming very soon as well. Am I the only one that thinks it's a bit fucking stupid that these games that were originally exclusive to Nintendo GameCube are not on the Wii U? What the fuck? Give the poor Wii U bastards some love and put these games on their console. But these games look great. Just the enhancements made to remaster of Resident Evil alone was awesome. The tactical reload, oh no, I'm running out of bullets, let me reload now before it's biting my fucking face. That's awesome. No longer have to go into the menu and be a little bitch and fumble around with the fucking interface. No, I can just press the circle button, boom, boom, I'm ready. What's the last thing on my list? Oh shit. Hey Capcom, if it's true that you're remaking Resident Evil 2, do me a huge favor. Don't fuck it up. I'm serious. Resident Evil 2 is my fucking favorite. Don't fuck it up. Do Resident Evil 2 like Resident Evil Remake, and I will buy it, and I will love you again, and so will everyone else. We all know that by now Resident Evil doesn't do well with the shooty gun, okay? Let's just do it. Puzzles and fixed camera angles and horror. Sounds good. Please don't fuck it up. I really want to fight William Birkin again with enhanced audio and graphics. I need to play Umbrella Chronicles and Darkside Chronicles again. Anywho, I hope you've enjoyed watching this. This is, of course, the remastering of my remasters video. And if there were no technical difficulties, you guys should see this soon. If there were technical difficulties, then fuck! I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Hope you give me a comment. Hope you give me a thumbs up as opposed to a thumbs down. And do take care, because I'm going to be talking about more stuff in the future.